Good morning, millennials.
Good morning, millennials. Welcome back to the Morning Toast.
It's actually bad morning, millennials. Today's a horrible, awful, treacherous day. I just really am not. It's very Monday.
Yeah, I had a rough weekend.
I feel like Mondays haven't been so Monday ever since like the toast is really popping off. And I really do love my work, but today is a struggle.
They say if you love what you do,
you'll never work a day. No,
I love what I do, but I work every day.
No.
Explain.
But I've really been enjoying thoroughly what we do. But today was one of those days where it's just like, I don't know how much I have to give. I'm going to give you my all, but I don't know what that looks like.
No, I mean, I had a flood in my house. Like, I cannot be here right now.
Noah's Ark season. Did Theo enter 2x2?
Honestly, thank God Margot was there because she held Theo back because, you know, he wanted to, lick up all the toilet water.
Of course he did. He wanted to help Mom and clean up.
No, he didn't. He wanted to make it worse for me.
Stop. He's so cute.
I wish you could have heard my voice, when the toilet... I was doing my hair in the bathroom, and I, felt a little water on my sock, and I was like, what? And I looked down, and the toilet's fucking overflowing.
Nothing worse than a wet sock.
And I am screaming. I don't know how to get it to stop. I don't know what even goes on, you know? And I took that thing off the back of the toilet, and I'm screaming.
Had you just flushed the toilet, or out of nowhere?
I am having a lot of problems plumbing-wise in this apartment, and the toilet had been acting up, so we stopped using it, and then I guess it just decided to throw up, and it was so crazy. It flooded my closet, the bathroom. Then once we finally got it all cleaned up, we had to have a vacuum. The next day, the hardwood starts literally bubbling. I have to show you pictures. My floor is cracked. I could see the cement.
Oh my God.
So I'm gonna have to get that replaced. It's a whole fucking nightmare.
I'm sorry. Well,
and my owner's calling me. Hold on, I have to pick it up.
Do you want to pick it up?
Okay, hold on.
I guess I could talk about myself. You know what I'll talk about? My hair. Because...
Yeah?
Actually, I guess this doesn't work if Claudia's talking too. So I'll wait. Oh, you have her mic down. Okay, I'll talk about my hair. So the other night, Saturday night, I went to a 70s party for my friend Rebecca Gibson's birthday, and I just had this idea to do Cher-inspired hair. So I bought these extensions from Ricky's because, as you guys know, I lost my premium ass extensions. And I really didn't think they were gonna look good, but I put them in and everyone was so obsessed with them. So now I'm definitely growing my hair back out, and I'm gonna get custom extensions again that fit my hair color so that I can wear them on the show and stuff, because they looked a little janky on Saturday night. If you were with me in person, in pictures they looked good, but in person they were a little janky, not gonna lie. But anyways, it was really inspiring. And I'm so glad you guys all liked it, because every time I used to put my extensions in before, people would miss my short hair, but not anymore.
We found it in the bathtub. And it's from the shelf that holds the shampoo.
They found it in the bathtub, and it's from the shelf that holds the shampoo.
No, I won't. That's why I left it there. I told Susan 2 weeks ago.
Oh, and of course, my t-shirt today is Haute Mason Couture. How cute is this shirt? He did a really good job with his merch. I would wear this to the club for sure. Everything okay?
It's J'accuse City. It's I moved into this...
I love and I hate a case of J'accuse.
It's J'accuse because I moved into this apartment that is just, it's beautiful, but it's a mirage and it's riddled with issues. And I've lived there for literally 2 weeks. There's no way, even if I was so hard on the apartment, that any of these could be my problem. And I'm being very diligent. Every time I see something, I'm emailing the realtor and the owner, and it's every time I tell them, it's there's an assumption of J'accuse that we did it. I literally moved into the apartment, and in the master bathroom were these tiles that had obviously fallen from the wall. And I wrote an email and sent a picture, and now they're all acting like they don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not paying for any of this shit. I can't. It's literally a nightmare.
I'm so sorry. Well, at least it's a really nice apartment. And
no, it's a really beautiful nightmare.
Yeah. There are worse nightmares to be living in. And you could live in a shithole that has everything working. What would you prefer?
That's what I was thinking this morning. I'm okay, so would I rather be living in a bad apartment, but everything works great, or in a beautiful apartment where I literally have to take 130-degree showers because there's no cold water, you know?
Yeah, and as long as you're not paying for everything, it's okay.
Well, no, I don't know that for sure, but I'm just letting you know. I'm not pulling out my wallet. That's what I'm letting you know.
Great, don't.
And I'm just being a good historian. I'm taking pictures of everything, emailing every time I see something. I'm being annoying to everyone, but I don't ever want there to be any assumption that I'm paying for any of this.
Right. Okay, well, I'm sorry you're dealing with that.
Me too.
And I'm sorry, Theo's dealing with it mostly because he doesn't deserve this stress.
You know what else I'm sorry for? It's I literally am out of my house 2 hours a day. And that's when they decide to have all the work done.
Right.
It's bitch, I work from home all day. Can you wait 2 hours? Sorry.
Sure.
Where are your boots from?
Aquazzura, high fashion.
See, I have the same ones from ASOS.
And Snitch has them in blue, and she got them like for her birthday, and then I really wanted them. And
was
actually,
she mad?
what I did was I got the one, like the Public Desire versions for a while, and because I was like, I don't need like the most expensive ones. And you know what? They look really cute in pictures because I pull them up, take a picture, and then they fall right back down.
Oh, I hate that.
And it was really bad. They would literally come down to like here. They looked like knee socks. So I splurged, but they were on sale because I got them late. So I feel good about it.
Okay, good. I'm happy for you.
And this is my first time wearing them with my Mason t-shirt.
Oh my God, I didn't even realize you were wearing. Is that the one you got for free?
No, this is I got from his merch store.
How much was it?
40-something, very reasonably
Did it
priced.
come in like a good time period?
It really did. I thought it was going to take a while. I thought they would be like made to order. But he really has his shit together. Like Mason Ramsey Productions is just turning out premium content left and right.
Me.
No, I mean, I'm really happy for him. And this design is so cool. Like
it's very cute. It's very in tune.
It's so rock and roll. Like I was saying, I would wear this outfit to the clubs. It looks like I am going to the clubs, but since I don't actually go to the clubs, I have to wear my cute outfits on the show.
You go to like country clubs.
Except Saturday night we hit the club. We hit the town hard.
Oh yeah, we did. Actually, yeah, I forgot.
We didn't go to a club. We went to like a dingy bar and then we did karaoke, which was really fun. But we went hard.
Yeah, I really like. Yesterday was hard for me.
Yesterday was a day that can just like fall off my calendar because I woke up at 3 o'clock and I went to sleep at midnight. So like I was only alive for how many hours?
I was dealing with my floods, so like it was a lot more than that. And I actually started making our preliminary plans for our CMA awards because we did it last year and it was just critically acclaimed. So we have to do it again. But there's a lot that gets involved in getting approved to be on the red carpet.
But we will get approved. I'm so excited.
But
I have to get like the nicest dress.
Oh my God, wait. And then I went back and I know, by the way, I was buying that suit from the Nordstrom Semi Navy thing and it's sold out, but that's what I was going to wear.
Oh, cute. Oh my God, we should wear power suits because
that's what I was trying to do.
We looked like a bunch of kids.
No, and by the way, I was watching the footage and like I hated my fucking outfit, but we were so funny. But now I look back on that footage and like want to die because I had like a double chin and an ugly outfit.
No, I was watching the footage and like my arm is so big and pale, but it's like the rest of me is good size, so it's just an unfortunate arm situation the whole time. And it was just too good to even focus on the arm.
But I was like lolling at our interview with Brett Eldridge because we were being so funny, and I put on my Instagram story, and he responded and followed me back.
Wow. That's big because I put "Are you the one?" on my Instagram story, and one of the cast members responded.
A good one? Like a popular one?
A good one. And he has Hebrew tattoos, so I think he's Jewish. His name's Zach. Yeah, but he has terrible taste in women.
Zach Weinreb?
No, a different, like almost.
Too bad.
I can't get him to message me back, but I'm working on it.
Stars.
Just like us. Also, when in the CMA highlight reel, when we're being insane.
No, we were being crazy.
And you're like, we need to calm down. That was after we saw the stars of Nashville, and we were like,
stretching. We really we killed it, and we drank whiskey, and we're doing it again, bigger and better than ever. Now that I feel like we established ourselves, I'm hoping they might give us like a little bit more space.
Like them knowing what we did, what we brought for the CMAs. Right. And we really need to get our tech production in order. That's something we have to talk about.
That's what I'm working on.
We'll
and also media credentials, and then also travel.
But the CMAs respect the hell out of the morning toast.
Well, we'll see.
But they do.
Like
but the CMA Fest,
yeah.
They respected the hell out of us. They gave us our own
box.
box.
If they let us come back, you have to get approved if you want to be on the red carpet. Like, if they let us come back, that would mean that they liked what we did last year.
Right.
So
but
I'm just hoping.
I think them giving us our own box for CMA Fest meant that they liked what we did on the red carpet.
Oh, I forgot that they gave us our own box. Speaking of boxes, I went to the Ed Sheeran concert.
Right.
Me and Margot went with Movado, and so we sat in a box. And it's like when you're sitting in a box.
Movado, the watch.
The
brand?
watch, yeah.
Are you Jordan Rogers?
Does he Movado?
I think he movements.
Well, no. Movado is much more upscale, please. But me and Margot both got Movado watches, and I felt like a real lady because I never wear a watch. But anytime you go to a concert in a box, like it's just premium AF, and they gave me a parking pass, which made it so easy at MetLife Stadium. So I was happy because like there was chicken fingers, like it was chillin', wine. But I just want to talk about the concert itself for a minute. Not good.
I don't get how that's possible.
Let me tell you, I couldn't agree more. Let me tell you. You're at a concert at MetLife Stadium. You know all the Ed Sheeran songs, even if it's bad. How could it even?
And he does have a good voice, and the set list is good, and you know all of his songs. And you're sitting in a box eating chicken fingers, sipping on wine. How can it be bad?
Let me tell you. Thank you for asking. First of all, it's a one-man show. That's what you need to understand. There's nobody else on stage, which should be super impressive. Like he is playing the guitar. He also plays like the drums. He like hits the guitar. He has the pedal, like the loop.
And his little like footstep thing.
Yeah. So like he records his own harmonies, which is super cool. And then he also sings, which is just a lot for someone to do. And it's a lot for someone to do like at Madison Square Garden.
It's a lot for someone to do at a stadium.
So at a stadium, it's like, whoa, you would just expect a lot more like production-wise. And I almost like that it wasn't production, like pyrotechnics, like I don't need that. But it was like he couldn't keep up with himself. And he was like singing like 2 seconds behind his own music. And me and Margot were like looking at each other and he was just like out of breath. And he was like, you know, his songs are like rap and they're fast and he like couldn't keep up with his own music.
That is so weird.
And the crowd was like not vibing at all and like it was so quiet. And literally you're at MetLife Stadium, like I could hear airplanes going into Newark while he was singing. Like it was so awkward. And his banter between songs was so like, he was like coming off so insecure. He was like, he does what I do at my shows.
It's like self-deprecation.
Yeah.
But when you're putting on a shitty show, it's like, oh, I'm aware of how shitty I am.
And it's like when you're at MetLife Stadium, like you need not be self-deprecating. Like me and my like 20-person shows, like it's funny for now, but like.
And also you are comic, he is not.
No, and it was just like, he was talking about like the boyfriends and the super dads, like basically like dads that took their daughters as chaperones and boyfriends that came. And he just like couldn't stop lamenting on the people who like didn't know his music. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's not good.
No, it wasn't good. And then like his most popular song, which is
Shape of You.
Yeah, but he said this before, something really 18. He was like, and if you don't know it, like, what are you doing here? Like, he was just so insecure about the people. Like, he couldn't get over it.
That's so uncomfortable.
It was so uncomfortable. And, like, I don't know. And for someone who, like, I really loved his new album, I didn't think he chose good songs from the album to sing. I really wanted to, like, there was just so much I wanted to hear. And I felt like the songs that he did sing, he cut short. And then the songs that I didn't know, he literally sang, like, encores of. Like, some song from a cartoon. He's on the soundtrack of...
Smallfoot?
Like Lorax, something like that.
The Lorax, yeah.
I don't know. Something. It might not be that. Film. It might not be that one. But like, it was a 10-minute song, and I don't think I just felt that way because I didn't know the lyrics. Like Margot knew the lyrics and she thought the same thing. So and the whole concert was ruined because the girls next to us. There were 2 girls in the box next to us. So not girls, women, who were black out, screaming at the top of their lungs, but not like when everyone was screaming, like when it was dead silent, which it was most of the time. So it was like so extra, and then you think they're their biggest fans, like they didn't even know the words, like, and then they were with this guy who was like obviously Ed Sheeran's #1 fan, but didn't scream like because he was normal, but he was being like that person, like singing like, you know, I'm thinking out loud, like in my ear, this guy, he had a great voice.
Was he in your box?
He was in the box next to me, but I was sitting at the last seat in my box, and he was sitting at the first seat in his box.
Got it. Did you have good fellow box members?
I don't know. I didn't speak to anyone. Me and Margaret were like in our own world.
Understood.
But it was just like, there were so many things, and like Ed was disappointing, that's all I want to say. And I'm afraid of what I just said because like the Ed stan is very real because, do you know I went viral on Twitter last night?
No.
Let me show you. I put up a video of Taylor Swift just like.
Harmonizing? I actually happened to see it.
By the way, how amazing is that video?
It was really good.
So I put it up, 3,000 retweets, 12,000 likes, like, and it's still going. But it's crazy to see once you go viral for something Taylor Swift related, the backlash, and it's just like people like are so mean to her and like for literally no reason, like. But they're all like, Ed was doing this first. I'm like, great, Ed loops himself, he also sucks. But now they're gonna come for me.
Oh, Ed was doing this first.
He doesn't suck. They're saying he invented like that looping and harmonizing on yourself.
Well, she did a really good job at it.
Yeah, so. Did I say she invented it? No, I just said she was good at it.
I can't and I shan't.
You can't go viral these days.
No, but without further ado.
Here are the Fast 5 stories that you need to know before you wake up and take a bite out of your morning toast.
Okay, this first story is a 2-parter
Jackie,
because...
you have to wait for the sound effect. You like went too fast.
Oh, no, you went like that.
Oh, okay.
And that was a...
Oh, I went like that.
Okay. This first story is a 2-parter because the Kardashian West children were just taking the world by storm, the country by storm this week. North West made her runway debut, and Kim Kardashian was so proud. You guys, if you haven't seen these pictures and videos, we have the picture up on the stream right now, but this bitch is so cute, I can't.
Precious.
Looks like Kim Kardashian's daughter, North West, may be following in the footsteps of her aunt Sneechess, model Kendall Jenner. The 5-year-old child made her runway debut on Saturday, walking in the LOL Surprise fashion show in Pacific Palisades near Los Angeles. The event celebrated the launch of the toy brand's new, bigger surprise product. North dressed up as the LOL Surprise doll Thrilla. Simone Harouche styled the child, whose character's look was inspired by Michael Jackson's Thriller costume. Wearing a red leather jacket and a matching miniskirt, a zip-up black crop top, white socks, black shoes, and a black Cult Jaya bag that she stole from Claudia Oshry, and red lipstick. North made her way down the catwalk as proud mama Kim looked on and filmed her on her phone.
No, that bag is like like $400 or $500. Like I waited like a year.
I know,
I was obsessed with that bag. I like looked everywhere for it. I wanted to get it on sale. I did not want to pay full price. I ended up paying like $298. It was the last one at Bergdorf's, and it was on sale. And like literally, Northwest just like sharded it out. How was that fair?
I mean, she literally is so cute. And maybe she got it for $298 also at Bergdorf's.
No, but it's like a bag that a grown woman with a job, like lamented over for almost a year. Northwest just like
actually, that bag made you really crazy, like because you, in this scheme of like bags, like I'm waiting for my Gucci bag, which is like way more expensive than that. And this was a bag that you wanted for so long, and it was semi-affordable actually, and like you refused to buy it.
Because it's so trendy, like it's also a beach bag. Like I'm never gonna wear that bag in the city.
Right.
So like, how much can I feasibly spend on a bag that will probably only last a couple years and that I can only wear for like 30% of said years?
Yeah, well, you've been wearing it a lot, and I feel like this just made it increase in value. North carrying it down the runway.
Good investment.
Great investment.
My stock is rising.
And this was just so cute. We were talking about North before the show. Like, she's literally a mini Kim. Like, she's so obsessed with, like, beauty and fashion and, like, such a girly girl. And I feel like Kim is, like, so proud. Like, I feel like North wanted to walk the runway, and, like, Kim had to, like, Kim didn't make her do it.
No, Kim said that North wants to start her own YouTube channel, but like Kim obviously won't let her because she has to monetize the shit out of that first.
She has to start her own YouTube channel. Like, she could be the beauty blogger that we've all been waiting for.
No, Northwest is something. Something's coming.
No, it's really true. Like,
I know. And like we thought it was the kids' supply, Kim has to let that go. North is the star.
North really is a big star, and
did you
I'm
watch
so
last
excited
night?
to see what she does. No, did you?
Yes.
I was too busy catching up on the trash that is Are You the One? Worst season of all time. Who are these cast members? Why
Jackie, it was the episode
why is no one pretty?
Where Gabbana died, but also Stormy was born.
Oh, so it was
like an end of life, full circle, cyclical thing. But it was like, it was really sad. Like the Kardashians are weird about their dogs because they're like always getting new dogs and then they are never seen again. Like remember Kylie got a dog, Penny. What happened to the dog?
No, and remember when Kylie was hanging out with that dog that was like $50,000, but it wasn't
with
her
the
dog.
rolls?
Yeah.
2 of them.
He was like leopard, bulldog.
Yeah. So Gabbana has been consistent because they were like the family dog when they lived in that one floor house.
The ranchero.
And that episode, the ranchero, and that episode where Kendall has to do all the chores and then she finds someone and hires him and pays him $10 to like walk the dog and stuff. And they were flashing back to all the old clips, but it's like the dog has lived with everyone at some point in time. Like they grew up with the family. Kendall and Kylie was like really their dog. Then when Kendall and Kylie grew up, he lived with Chris and Bruce, but then when Bruce and Chris separated, the dog lived with Chloe and has lived with Chloe like through the Crackdown, Lamar, Rob vibes. And since then, and it's like, Chloe was saying it was so sad. She was like, I feel like Gabbana left me. Like now that I'm about to have my baby, like I don't need her anymore. And it was like so sad. And she was like, I literally was crying the whole time. She was like, my house is just so quiet. Like, ugh. And it was weird. They like got the dog in its last days, like just by accident. Like Chloe and Kim were sitting at the kitchen table eating their salads from Health Nut. And Gabbana is like whimpering. And Kim like thinks she's like having a heart attack. But Chloe's like, this is just her life now.
That's so sad.
I know. Dogs getting old and like fat like makes me so sad.
And dying.
Oh my God, I like want to kill myself thinking about it.
Was it a good episode? Because last week's was not.
Oh, it wasn't? Yeah, it was good. Kylie's like weird, like, is she in the show? Is she not? I don't know. Stormy was on and they like, you didn't see her, just saw her like wrapped in a thing. But it was interesting to see the whole labor thing. Like Courtney came into Kim's workout and was like, Kylie's in labor. And Kim was like, what? And they like didn't go to the hospital. They were like, Kim said that Kylie asked her to be like the one in the delivery room with Chris. And Kim said, I think Chloe should do it, which I want to understand the dynamic, you know?
Right.
Maybe because Chloe's pregnant, I don't like she could get some.
No, but also Chloe and Kylie, I think, are closer than Kim and Kylie. It's the weird part is why did Kylie ask Kim?
Maybe because Kim like has had a bunch of babies.
Yeah.
And Courtney's not like warm and loving, so if you're gonna pick someone
of the mothers.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Kris Jenner
That's interesting.
took Chloe shopping for baby stuff, and they were paying, and Kris insisted on paying for it, and like she put her card down, and like it was just so weird to see like Kris sign a receipt. Like she actually paid for it, and like I feel like anytime they go to dinner or anything, it's like fake, and they
right.
It was just, it's like, wow, Kris Jenner has a credit card and signs a receipt just like me. You signed me.
I wonder if she can write it off because technically she's working.
Yeah, for sure. No, they definitely write off their whole lives.
Must be nice.
And it was the episode was centered around Courtney is now fighting with Kris, and basically was saying some of the most fucked up things, and was like, my therapist really made me realize like how terrible my childhood was, and like I'm literally traumatized.
What?
She's like, I'm literally traumatized from like mom having an affair, and like I took dad's side, and like then dad died. Like she was basically talking about like she literally grew up in a broken home, and it's like, bitch, you grew up in Calabasas with 2 rich parents.
But
please.
Also, all they talk about is how their childhood was was so sublime, and they want to replicate that for their children, like how they grew up so close to each other, how their parents had such an amicable divorce, and that's what like Kourtney almost is like modeling her own life with Scott after. That's such bullshit, you guys. This therapist, we need to report her to the medical board.
So Chris, when she heard this, Chris was like, "What are you talking about? You had literally the best childhood." I forgot what she called it. She was like fairy tale, like silver spoon, like there was nothing wrong, but like, okay, we got divorced, but like, okay, that's 50% of America. You're not allowed to use divorce as coming from a broken home anymore.
Also, the only traumatizing thing that you could claim is like the OJ of it all.
Right, and Chloe said Kourtney took Robert's side in the divorce and in the trial. Because Chris took the other side and took the stand on behalf of her friend, Nicole Brown Simpson, which was like the honorable thing to do. And whenever people say that Kris Jenner is like a mean, fucked up, like Hollywood, I'm like, no, I'm sorry. She took the side of Nicole Brown Simpson when nobody did except her and Faye Resnick.
And Connie Britton.
Exactly.
Selma Blair. Shook. Okay, also, more Kardashian West news. Kanye is a doting dad. His son Saint throws the first pitch at the Chicago baseball game. These pictures are so cute.
I'm going to say something controversial.
Okay.
Saint is the cutest kid.
Ooh.
I've thought that ever since he was born.
Okay, they're all really cute, and they all continue to get cuter. But for me, I think North is the cutest because, like, I love her spirit. Like, her spirit shines through. Her spirit. If only Snitch was here, but she took the day off. What nerve. But her spirit shines through. I love her style. And you know what? I feel like she makes a lot of her own style choices.
I'm talking about purely, like, looks aesthetic.
No, for sure. But now, like, for me, people's insides, like, reflect their outsides.
Agreed.
So I love North, and I just love her personality. And I'm a girl's girl.
Saint looks the most like Kanye. He is
the two of them together are so cute.
And honestly, I never remember if Chicago's a boy or a girl because it's such like an androgynous, like, is that the right word? Ambiguous.
Yes.
What's androgynous mean?
Both words would
what
be
does
correct. Androgynous is like
just say you don't know.
I mean, I do know, but
I think it's like genderless,
you know
right?
What? I'm gonna go to dictionary.com. That's what
I'm always using the word androgynous, and I know I'm using it incorrectly, and I think I would like to learn it and infuse it into my vocabulary.
Okay, androgynous, having both male and female.
Genderless. Okay. It's a genderless name, so I always forget if Chicago's a boy or a girl. When a baby's so fresh, like they don't look like a boy or a girl; they just look like a baby.
You know how I remember whether she's a boy or a girl? Kim had a cherry blossom themed baby shower, which you would only have for a girl.
Interesting.
Just remember that.
Okay.
The cherry blossom.
The cherry blossom baby shower that Kourtney didn't go to.
And Kim's new cherry blossom collection is Gorgina.
Did you see she's falling into some controversy because of the lipstick ad? Did you see the Instagrams?
You sent it to me.
She's wearing a lip ring. And it's like a very close-up picture of her lips and her teeth and her grills, and she's like, and they're eerily similar to this other lipstick line that I had never heard of, but it has 300,000 followers, and people are saying that Kim copied.
Well, Kylie went through something similar. At the end of the day, there's only so many ways you can photograph a set of lips.
No, but at the end of the day,
Kim is definitely like inspired by these people,
right.
But they always make it right. Like she'll pay her, and then she'll also give her a promo on Instagram, and at the end of the day, that girl is better off for it. So
no, but at the end of the day, like everyone copies. It's like, why doesn't Kim just say like, yeah, I copied it. I thought it was cool.
Because it's plagiarism.
Is it? Why can't? What's wrong with
just...
just...
No, you can be inspired by something, but the line is blurry, and that's why, like...
No, but it's not... Kim's not making money. Like, she didn't copy the product. She copied the way that it was advertised. Like, I don't know. If you're copying someone's shirt word for word, okay, then I agree. But, like, if you see a picture and it's like... What's wrong with just being like, yeah, I copied it. I thought it was cool. I feel like people are too embarrassed to say that, but, like, if I saw someone, like, putting a cool picture of their lips with, like, a lip ring and I copied it, I wouldn't pretend like it was my idea. I'd be like, yeah, I thought it was cool. I copied it.
Right, but you're not, like, technically making money off it.
I guess.
It's different when it's a business. Yeah. Whatevs. Anyway, the whole Kardashian West family is being really cute. Kanye's moving to Chicago.
Is Kim?
I don't know, but like...
This is so Juliana Rancic.
For some reason, it doesn't, like, worry me. I feel like they have a really good situation, except, like, the kids. I guess Saint chose Chicago. I mean, yeah.
Well, no, it's the weekend, and he could have just been off from school.
That's
true.
But
I feel like Kim wouldn't let the kids be pulled from school.
Right, it's, like, very parent trap.
No, I just think that, I think by moving to Chicago means he's gonna, like, have a house there and file his taxes there, like, for a tax cut, but we'll spend probably, like, 120 days out of the year in Calabasas.
Very cool. And that's kind of like me in Cleveland.
Yeah. Did you hear, oh, you didn't watch, but I've been trying to find a clip because they were talking about, like, Chloe going back to Cleveland, and Chris was just like, I love Cleveland, and I wanted to make a meme like Jaggy.
No, but, like, it's true. There's something about, I'm onto something here. It's like, Cleveland, it's just a simple life.
If you're not onto it, Chloe was, I mean.
No, but, like, she was forced to move. She didn't choose Cleveland.
That's true.
Cleveland
chose her.
Yeah, Cleveland chose her, but I'm choosing Cleveland just because I'm putting together all of these facts, and, like, it seems like the city to be at.
Yeah, it's happening.
It's happening. Okay, this next story, I just want to give, like, a warning to you. because I just want to make sure you're going to be okay.
Trigger warning?
A trigger warning. Millie Bobby Brown gives epic surprise performance at Maroon 5's concert. Millie Bobby Brown gave Maroon 5 fans the ultimate surprise on Sunday when she took the stage in the middle of their Nashville concert and performed their hit, Girls Like You. The Stranger Things star showed off her skills by rapping the lyrics normally performed by Cardi B. The 14-year-old actress didn't seem to miss a beat either. The Bridgestone Arena crowd went wild after her performance and Adam Levine gave his stamp of approval by giving the 11-star a high five. Brown posted a video of the memorable moment on Instagram. "So tonight was insane," she captioned the video.
Sorry, what?
So tonight was insane, she captioned the video. "I love at Maroon 5 and my dear friend at Adam Levine."
This is cool. Like, she's living the dream, and like, obviously, I'm just jealous.
If it was anyone other than her, like,
it would have been the coolest thing.
If it was Mason,
right.
Amazing.
And by the way, that rap is amazing, and that song is so good. And I just like, I'm glad that they didn't let the moment go without like letting someone come and perform it. But like, when did Millie Bobby Brown become like this thing?
This like darling.
And honestly, like all the attention she's getting from like older men is really weird.
Well, you wanted to talk about the Drake text message saga.
Because people are freaking out about it. Like, and she mentioned it in passing. She wasn't trying to make a story. She was like on a red carpet and like stopped by Access Hollywood for 2 seconds, and they were talking about Drake. And basically what she said is she's like, we text all the time. He helps me with boy stuff, tells me that he misses me. She's like, I love him. And now people are dissecting so many things about Drake because he is dating a girl who's now 18, but apparently they've been dating like since she was 16. And there are some lyrics that are very questionable. And this is weird. And now also, like, honestly, Adam Levine is smart. He just gave her a high five because, like, he knew what people were saying. If he gave her a hug, like, we would have been done. And that's just a disgusting world that we live in. But also, like, Hollywood is disgusting. So now, I'm like, the Drake thing could have been just, like, innocent.
Benign.
Like, it's lovely. Like, she's a nice, like, do I really think no. But, like, Hollywood is so fucking disgusting. And I'm never ceased to be amazed by how disgusting they are. That, like, no, this is weird. It is.
I don't follow either of them, and they've been having like a courtship for a while of thirsty internet friendship, therefore I refuse to give into it. Mm-hmm. I definitely don't think that there's like anything weird, and I mean, I don't know Drake that well, but I feel like he's fine, and if he was dating like a 16-year-old...
Can I read you some of the lyrics that people are saying like are questionable?
Sure.
Okay. Millie Bobby Brown, hold on.
But like, I don't know.
Okay. You have potential, I could have shaped it. You went and caved in, we could have waited. I wasn't rushing, difference in ages, you're old enough, but you're still a baby. You've shared stories where you did amazing.
Okay, that's not great in this context.
Bizarre.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. It's hard with Millie Bobby Brown, because we were just saying like, I was saying to you, like, there's no way that she's 12. Turns out she's 14, but like, she really acts like she's 25, and so...
Did you see that dress she wore to the Emmys?
All right, she also dresses like she's 75. So on the one hand, like Drake's really talking to an older woman.
Right.
But then she's 14.
No, her brand is so confusing because like that dress she wore to the Emmys is literally something like Helen Mirren could have worn. But then like to like the Golden Globes last year, she wore like sparkly dress, space bun, and sneakers, and she was like, I just want to show everyone like you can wear sneakers to an award show. I'm like, but you just wear a Helen Mirren dress.
No, and also like, but you are 14, so that's actually the appropriate thing to wear.
Right.
I don't know, maybe I have more in common with her than I thought because I also dress like a child or a grandmother.
Yeah, that's true.
There's no in between with me.
No, I just like I don't watch Stranger Things, so like I never got hip to like why people like her. And then all I see is like her having 17 million Instagram followers and like everyone just like immediately like loving her when like what did she do?
Yeah. I guess maybe if you
like what about the other kids? That kid with no teeth is so much cuter.
Yeah.
And all those kids are cute. That redheaded girl that looks like you.
Who?
This Stranger Things girl, the redheaded girl.
Oh, I don't know her.
She's cute.
Like, and also Sierra
no
Burgess
one cares about her.
Strange Barb.
Yeah, no, people care about her, but like nobody cares about the other kids, and they're cute too.
Right. I don't know. I just, like, she doesn't do it for me. And, like, all these, like, it's, like, I feel like she really just wants to be, like, internet viral famous, FaceTiming with Mason Ramsey. And now, like, she's, like, things went sour.
No. Not really. It worked.
No, but, like, now people are putting this in a negative light. And I actually really don't think there's anything wrong with her and Drake texting.
No. But there's nothing wrong with her.
No.
It's like Hollywood's discussing now. They're all citing, like, old things that, like, everyone did. But I'm just, like, I'm not even concerned with, like, the Drake thing. Like, I don't think there's a problem there. Like, hopefully her parents are somewhat involved in her life and she'll be fine, but you never know. It's just, like, her that bothers me. And it's like, why do you get to, like, go to the Emmys and wear a Helen Mirren dress, but then also, like, date Jacob Sartorius and, like, maybe have sex with him? We don't know.
We definitely don't know.
So you can't have sex with anyone under 18, but can 2 14-year-olds have sex?
Yes.
Okay.
I believe. That makes sense. Right?
I don't know.
I don't know. Anyways, she performed with Maroon 5. Her mic was off for the first half.
Oh, yeah.
Seems like she did a good job, though.
No, she like loves to rap. Remember, that's how it all started. Do you remember? That's how she became the thing that she is. On Jimmy Fallon, she rapped Nicki Minaj's song Monster.
Okay.
And like everyone died, and it literally has 50 million views on YouTube, and like that's what started her dissension into Thirst Monster fame.
Got it. So now she's like has a rap career as well.
Right. She's a pretty good rapper. She knew the words. That's honestly, that's half the game.
She did a pretty good job. She was like cute about it. It's just like for me.
I mean, that would be like my dream.
Right.
Like not like being famous for like being a comic, but then like being invited on stage to sing.
Right. It's like Jennifer Lawrence. Like you're a acclaimed actress, but then like you're on Watch What Happens Live with Jax. And,
Right.
Like,
Exactly.
You're in a whole other
crossover.
Realm. Yeah. Jennifer Lawrence was in my dream that she commented on my Instagram. Wow.
But she doesn't even have an Instagram.
Right, but she made one and commented on mine.
She made one just so she could comment.
She was new to Instagram and then she commented on mine. And
she's like a grandma using the microwave.
Yeah, no, it was really weird actually. It was a weird dream. Next story, now into business news, because this is the most business savvy show on TV. Weight Watchers, it's changing its name to WW. Weight Watchers really wants to let you know that it's not just a diet company, so much so that it's changing its name to WW.
Here is the war on diet.
The company announced Monday that the new WW name reflects its focus on overall health and wellness and not just shedding pounds. CEO Mindy Grossman said in a statement that the company remains, quote, committed to always being the best weight management program on the planet, but that it wants people to also focus on eating healthier, exercising, and having a more positive mindset. Oprah Winfrey, who is a member of the company's board and owns more than 8% stake, echoed these comments. The role WW can play in people's lives goes far beyond a number on the scale. As Weight Watchers becomes WW, I believe we will continue to inspire people not only to eat well, but to move more, connect with others, and continue to experience the joys of a healthy life, says Oprah Winfrey.
Okay, like this is really like the war on, like first it was straws, and now it's the word diet, and just like the whole, like even the biggest diet company in the world is not even calling themselves dieting anymore. Like, and like if I am saying, like I'm someone who's so anti-dieting, like just do whatever you want, I'm so not here for this war on dieting. Like, Weight Watchers is a company, actually, the only diet I've ever had success with in like the past 5 or 10 years is Weight Watchers. Like,
really?
Yes, it really, really works. Like, and you get to maintain like a healthy balance of like, you can still eat like crap if you want, you just have to eat a lot less of it. So if you want to eat a lot of food, eat good
like
food.
you can, like they have like Weight Watchers points at like Applebee's, so like you can still go to all your favorite restaurants, you don't have to change your life that much, but like then you just make better choices.
Right.
And they have the best string cheese on the market.
So it's just like, it really is like a good, healthy diet that like people live on. Like after you-
It's a lifestyle.
It is. Like
which I guess is what they're trying to say, but it's like, I feel like the war on dieting has only started to creep up, and I feel like Weight Watchers making this move, it's like they've given in.
They're speeding, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like we didn't even wage war yet.
No, and it's like if you get to your goal weight on Weight Watchers, they give you a free lifetime membership. So you can live your life and maintain your weight.
That is so cute.
On Weight Watchers. And I went to a Weight Watchers meeting once, and there was literally like 90-year-old women there who have been on it for 50 years.
Also, there's nothing wrong with saying that you're watching your weight, and all of these things that they're trying to accomplish with the new WW still fall under the umbrella of watching your weight.
No, and also, all the things that they're doing with WW, they were doing as Weight Watchers.
Right, so it's just like a PR move, but to appease like the 5 people who have their bragas in a twist about dieting.
Yeah, and
I don't like it. I don't like this caving to the peer pressure.
I don't like it either, but you know Oprah, she always has to do what's right, because she's a good woman.
But it's like no one asked her yet.
Yeah,
You
she's
know?
so rich. That was a great investment for her. I love how she puts herself in all the commercials.
No, yeah, I'm pro Weight. Like I like Weight Watchers. I'm gonna continue to call it Weight Watchers, by the way, because WW doesn't really roll off the tongue.
Not at all. It's literally 2 letters, but it takes so much more to say than Weight Watchers.
They should have changed it to something that was like another
acronym.
No, alliteration with WW. But like, if you didn't want it to be Weight Watchers, it could be like
We work.
or like I don't know. I leave it to the branding experts.
Yeah, they're trying like a little. This is like a little too much for me.
Yeah.
I'm not here for it.
Too much too soon.
And like, oh my God, like, so are we moving towards a world where like no diets exist?
I mean, I'm not.
Like either I'm totally misunderstanding this whole conversation, which I don't think that I am, or everyone's out of control.
I believe that everyone's out of control.
And I feel like people don't even feel this way. I feel like there's a select few people like with a lot of power and like a big Twitter who are waging the war on dieting, but nobody agrees with it. But because these big people are saying it, like you think everyone agrees with it, but like we're the silent majority.
Also, I'm confused because like.
So I refuse to be silent.
Because on the one hand, like America's obese and like we all need to lose weight and we're the fattest country in the world. On the other hand, we're not allowed to go on a diet. So like,
You know
what do you want from us?
You know who I would love to hear from? Michelle Obama.
Agreed.
She really is a huge advocate of childhood obesity. So does she agree with? No, sorry.
Huge advocate against childhood
Right,
obesity.
and fighting
Yes.
childhood obesity. So I wonder if she is on board for the war on diets. I don't think so.
So does this mean they're going to go back to putting all that junk food in schools and go to undo all of the work that she did?
This goes against everything Michelle Obama believes in.
It's true. Wow.
Where is she? We got to talk to her.
I don't know. Maybe she said it's just.
It's not right.
And I shan't. And I've lived my whole life on a diet up until this point. Even when I'm not dieting, I'm dieting.
And I haven't, and we agree.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Right.
We're two opposite sides of the spectrum.
Right.
I don't believe in dieting. I don't care. And we agree.
We see
each other. Jinx! That has become my absolute favorite thing to say.
Because it says so much with saying so little.
And you could say it anywhere and it would make sense.
Yeah.
I forgot who I was talking to. I don't know, but it's we see, and you have to do it with a hand motion.
Of course.
We see each other.
Okay, next story from the Wall Street Journal. No sex, please, we're Apple. iPhone giant seeks TV success on its own terms. The tech giant Apple wants to make scripted shows for streaming, only without violence, politics, and risque storylines, so PG as hell. Tim Cook sat down more than a year ago to watch Apple Inc.'s first scripted drama, Vital Signs, and was troubled by what he saw. The show, a dark, semi-biographical tale of hip-hop artist Dr. Dre, featured characters doing lines of cocaine, an extended orgy in a mansion, and drawn guns.
Gotta watch the show.
It was too violent for Mr. Cook, and I don't have a Wall Street Journal subscription, so I can't read the rest of the story. However, in turn, Apple is focusing on non-violent, non-criminal, non-lewd programming.
For what? For Apple TV?
They're going to start their own streaming service like Netflix and do original programming, but without rated R.
Well, so I feel torn here because I really do love the whole concept of leaving politics out of entertainment, and I feel like you literally can't watch any show these days without someone pushing some sort of an agenda, and it's so annoying to have your horse blinders on, so I like that, but without violence or sex, so what are you going to talk about?
I don't know, maybe it's the new Disney.
Right, but is it going to be for kids?
I don't know. I could go for a new Disney.
And where do you draw the line at sex? Are there going to be couples? Are you going to kiss?
Yes, for sure. But there's definitely no sex scenes.
No hand jobs under the table?
No. Maybe they'll allude to it, but you won't see it.
Okay.
I'm
so
trying
it's
to think
Hallmark.
of a show that I watch that isn't
political, sexual, or violent.
Right. I feel like there are some ABC shows.
Yeah.
Like Modern Family.
Perfect.
So that.
I mean, I guess someone could argue. No, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to give those bigots a voice. No, I mean, I watch reality, so that's not political at all, but it's very sexual and very violent depending on what network.
Right, and very lewd with cursing.
Yeah.
Just to bring it back to Are You the One? Literally, they are making sex tapes. I was literally watching a sex tape last night.
Well, yeah, but the fact that MTV airs that, when we used to watch Jersey Shore, they would go a little far and put the audio of the moans and stuff, and you would see a figure under a sheet
right.
moving. But it's gotten so crazy.
No, I watched two people have sex in the shower, and while I didn't see genitalia, I saw everything else.
Someone made a funny joke about WW.
What?
World War III on diets.
Oh my God.
That's good.
That's good, you guys.
Let me give credit. Naomi.
There have been so many World War IIIs.
Totally. Straws. Plastic in general.
No, but since 1945, everything else has been a World War III.
If there was an actual World War, it would have to be number 8.
Right, and also anytime siblings fight, it's World War III.
Totally, but also let's pray for no World War.
Let's not encourage a third World War.
I watched one of the funniest episodes of Curb last night, and I'm always doing this. They had a whole part on this because, spoiler alert, Larry hired a private investigator and found out he's adopted. So he goes to Arizona.
It's so funny, and he finds out he's a non-Jew.
Yeah, because he walks into his birth parents' house, and there's a picture of Jesus and a big cross, and he's like, I'm a Gentile. So he gets into Gentile culture and wears cargo shorts and goes to church and wears sweater vests, and it is so funny.
It is so funny.
And then the episode ended weirdly where he died.
Right.
That was weird.
That was weird. It's a weird time.
Yeah, but then he came back. I don't know.
It's a weird time.
No, it was just
But that's
so
a
funny.
Hilarious episode.
Yeah.
Just
and so
Gentile culture is so funny.
June Squibbs plays his mom.
And also, that episode represents our story of being not in tune with what's necessary. Nantucket was Gentile culture.
Yeah.
And we did not fit in, and that's how we got to not in tune with what's necessary.
But so Larry's parents are doing grace before their meal, and then they finish the grace, and he's and he asks her what that is, and he was doing it, and I'm Larry.
That's you. You're Larry. Okay, fifth and final story before we just talk more nonsense and give you dear toasters. Sirius XM is buying Pandora in a $3.5 billion deal. Okay, that seems overvalued.
I don't know anyone over the age of 97 who has used Pandora in the past 5 years. Yeah, sorry, wow.
Sirius XM.
Way to botch a joke.
Sirius XM is buying Pandora in a $3.5 billion all-stock deal. The deal will create the world's largest audio entertainment company, the company said earlier Monday. Sirius XM has 36 million subscribers in North America. It was formed with the merger of the Sirius and XM satellite radio services in 2008. Sirius had paid Howard Stern hundreds of millions of dollars to lure him from traditional radio in 2006. Sirius XM has built a stable of stars with exclusive programming to go along with its lineup of music, news, talk, and sports. Pandora, a groundbreaking streaming music service founded in 2000 and never evolved past that, has more than 70 million active users.
It's 11/11, make a wish.
Get you bad. It faces intense competition from Spotify for music services offered by Apple, Amazon, and Jay-Z's Tidal. Barely.
Wait, it doesn't offer competition because they're not even in the same lane.
No, but technically, like if you want to listen to music, you either go to Spotify, Apple, Pandora,
No, you
Tidal,
don't. But that's what
Amazon.
I'm saying, you don't. You literally just go to Spotify or Apple Music or YouTube if you don't have a subscription.
Right. Pandora's ability to stay an independent company was very much in doubt. Sirius XM had already invested $480 million to buy 19% of Pandora's stock last year and was widely reported to be looking for a full purchase. That purchase has happened.
I just feel like this is another example of Sirius XM is like not at all in tune with what's going on in the world.
You think so?
First of all, in no way could anyone argue that this is a good investment. I would not have spent more than realistically $500 million on Pandora as a company. Yes, they had a bunch of users 10 years ago.
Technically they're counting me as one of the 70 million users, but I don't know my login, and my last updated playlist is Kesha.
Yeah, Kesha.
Is Kesha.
So unless there's some big secret, I don't know, going on at Pandora, they own the patent to some shit, this is just a terrible investment. I feel like every time I've either been to Sirius, had any experience with Sirius, or just hear news about them, they're always making bad decisions. And they're known notoriously for literally paying their female hosts nothing.
Real. Oh, yes.
The most paid Sirius XM host is Jenny McCarthy because she has the biggest audience. Female. Sorry, yeah. And Homegirl makes $250,000 from that show, whereas Howard Stern
makes hundreds of millions.
And yes, he definitely has way more viewers, but come on.
And he came over with they had to lure him.
But Radio Andy,
how does he do? Watch over your hair on your mic.
Oh, thank you.
How does Andy do?
I don't know.
But that them giving Radio Andy a station is in tune.
Oh, totally. But I just feel you're gonna evolve. They don't move, I don't know, it's so hard to watch. I mean, as someone who doesn't drive, I wouldn't even know how to begin to use a Sirius XM subscription.
Yeah, the car has to come with satellite radio or else I'm out.
Yeah, but even if I don't have a car, can you listen to it otherwise?
Yeah, you can listen to it online, Sirius.
In an app?
Yeah, but you have to subscribe, so you have to pay every month or something, and that's how they make money.
Whatever. All I'm saying is they're just not in tune. I feel I
just feel it's a really backwards model.
And they're so anti-podcast, which is just the dumbest thing you can do as an audio company because whether you like it or not, podcasts are the future. And
of audio.
More people are listening to podcasts than are listening to radio, sorry. And they're just so against it. And they should produce podcasts and they should have all their talent be doing podcasts. Or they should hire us. The fact that I've never even heard from them is why they're not in tune.
Right, or that they're not even on our radar of podcast company, audio companies that you would want to work with.
Right, we are actively, we're on Spotify now, we're on Stitcher, we're on CastBox, we're on iTunes, we're on SoundCloud, and places I'm trying to get, I haven't even, my desk has not been crossed.
No, and it won't because it's a whole other model where people would have to pay there to listen to us when they can get it for free. Why would they?
Totally.
I don't know, man. I hope these two dinosaurs find love together, Sirius and Pandora.
No, that's a huge mistake. Honestly, that's someone paying $3 billion, not to be mean, but to buy AOL.
Oh, I thought you were going to say buy iHeartRadio.
That
would be the same thing.
But iHeartRadio gets a little credit for their semblance of relevance in terms of podcasts. They do kill it. The iHeartRadio awards and festivals and them just hiring people from The Bachelor. You know what? They're at least trying to be cool.
For sure, but those things make no money if, in fact, they lose money.
I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about strictly relevance.
Okay. They're doing a good job in the relevance.
Yes,
space.
AOL makes money because people forgot that they put credit cards down 10 years ago to make an email. That's not real money.
It's the same people who are still on Pandora.
Yeah. Honestly, AOL should have bought Pandora.
No, totally. And then they could both
Spotify is just truly everything to me.
Everything to me. Spotify leaves me needing nothing.
Except it leaves me needing one little thing. The 1989 World Tour is only available on Apple Music. Oh, and in 3 blurry parts on YouTube.
That's not Spotify's fault. That's Taylor's fault.
No, yeah, I know. And by the way, now that Taylor's back on Spotify, there's really nothing I'm missing except Garth Brooks. But I only really one of his songs.
The only thing I'm missing from Spotify that I wish I had is not even Spotify's fault. I wish Spotify was around earlier because I used to I want to see the music that I used to listen to 10 years ago. I used to have really great iTunes playlists and I want to see what my most listened to songs were.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to get that information.
Also, I feel like before Spotify got really poppin', we were on it, and they used to have that starred feature, which was the best feature of it, and then literally one day they took it away, and it was the best feature, and it made no sense.
No, but now they have the plus feature, which I use for everything, and that's how I make my playlist, but you can't share your saved,
it's not really a playlist.
It's not a playlist, I can't send it to you, and that's frustrating.
No, I still use the starred feature, except you have to right-click,
add
to playlist,
I just
starred.
Swipe and plus.
You literally just used to tap the star, and then it would show up. It was so genius, and that was my favorite part, and really what drew me to Spotify.
Yeah.
And literally a couple months in, it just disappeared. It was so weird.
Yeah.
It's they got rid of their best thing.
Yeah, I had one more qualm with Spotify, but it's minor, and I already forgot it. That's how minuscule.
No, and now they have podcasts, so except, have you heard anything about Amy Schumer's podcast?
I don't know. I think I asked, Dana's her biggest fan, so
Right.
she listened to it. I forget what she said, so it couldn't have been that memorable, but I don't think it was that great, and I don't think Amy's one of 4 people. It's not really her podcast.
Right, so but it's branded, obviously, as the Amy Schumer podcast, and she got paid $1 million to do 10 episodes. It's exclusive to Spotify, and
Except she said something really funny that Dana said. She was like, so we're starting a podcast because we heard you can just make a shit ton of money.
but there was a thread in the Toasters about it, and I feel the Toasters are really the ideal. They are podcasters. They're who the Amy Schumer show was developed for. They like comedy, they like pop culture, they like Amy Schumer, they like podcasts. So I feel they're the perfect focus group of people who should have liked it, and they all had just negative things to say about it. They're obviously she only did it because they paid her $1 million, and wouldn't you sit down for a couple hours for $1 million? And her heart wasn't really in it, and they were just it was so bad.
Wow.
And I just found that so interesting. It's when you try to make podcasts can't be bought. You know what I mean?
No, and there are podcasts that exist, celebrity podcasts, just to fill 10 minutes at a time in between ads. They're built around ads, and they it's they have the ads, and now we have to make a show. When it's it should be the exact opposite of that.
Right.
And you can feel when it is like that. Okay, we have to get to 40 minutes so that we can sell 4 ad blocks.
Yeah.
And we can make this money.
But
even though they really don't have anything to say, and now they're just talking for 40 minutes.
You know who has a celebrity podcast that I've actually never listened to but has rave reviews is Anna Faris is Unqualified. She's not just filling time slots between. She doesn't need a podcast. But I think that it's really successful.
It is really, people really like it. I remember one time when I was just so bored at work, I wanted to listen to an episode. She maybe had she had someone on who I really liked. Maybe it was Kevin Hart or something.
No, she gets great guests.
And I didn't make it past the first few minutes. There was a baby crying in the back.
What?
Yeah, I think that's part of the the shtick. There was multiple hosts, and I was no.
No, also Dax Shepard has one, and it's always at the top of the charts because Kristen Bell tweets it out, but it's not good.
It's not?
I don't know, I never watched it, I'm just jealous.
Yeah. The only podcast I ever really listened to and enjoyed was, actually there was 2. One, Straight Up with Stassi, I used to listen to
I used
at
to
work.
listen to it too.
Her episode with Emma Roberts is the cutest thing of all time.
Totally.
2, it doesn't exist anymore, but Grantland, which is no longer even a company, is a sports podcast. They used to have 2 people who did a Bachelor podcast, but they would talk about it like sports, do power rankings, and they also used to film it, and I used to watch it as a video, and it was so funny. There was one guy, I think his name David Jacoby or something, and
He's cute.
He was cute, and he was just so funny. And they would just talk about The Bachelor in such a funny way, and it got me way more into The Bachelor.
Right. I don't know. I feel I prefer to watch something than listen to something. Because if you listen, it's you can do other things, and I'm just the type of person if I'm doing a million things, I'm not listening. I'm doing something else. You know.
Right. But that's why the Morning Toast is all of the above, because
we fit all your needs.
Yeah, and you live your life the way you live, and we're not going to tell you how to watch us.
Yeah.
Except you should move over to YouTube from Facebook.
Yeah, but I did used to listen to Stassi's as well. It was good.
Yeah.
It is good.
It is good.
Yeah, sorry. It is good. She's great. Okay, we haven't done Dear Toasters in so long, and we have to assign a new Toast movie of the week. Did we ever talk about the Polka game?
No.
It wasn't well received.
No one, I don't think anyone watched it.
No, they did. There was a thread about it.
Did they like it?
So a lot of girls watched it with their boyfriends' fiancés, and they said, at first when the thread went up, it was immediate, hate, why did they assign? And then one girl was I'm afraid to say, me and my fiancé loved it, we actually watched it again. And then another girl was girls who watched it with their boyfriends' fiancés' husbands loved it, and girls who watched it alone or with other girlfriends didn't like it.
That's so funny, because we had the exact opposite experience. We watched it with our family, just the girls, and we loved it. Then we were to our fiancés' husbands, you guys have to watch this, you're gonna love this.
And we all watched it together.
We all watched it together in Turks and Caicos, and they hated it, and they wouldn't stop making fun of it the whole time, and they made me question my love for it.
No, and my taste.
And it's not even that I watched it and I was oh my God, I love this movie. I was oh my God, what the fuck did I just watch? Like,
Yeah, it was just-
I can't
and then-
believe this is a true story.
Oh, that what people said was like, honestly, when we found out it was a true story at the end, it made the whole movie worth it. Because like,
Yes.
if it wasn't a true story, it would just been a really weird thing to make a movie about. But because it is a true story, it's such an interesting thing to make a movie about. Lest we remind you, the Toast Movie of the Week is supposed to spark an interesting conversation, which I think this movie effectively did. We're not saying we're recommending the greatest
It's not
movies
my
ever.
favorite movie
We're not
ever.
going to recommend Greatest Showman. Like, we're recommending stories that teach you something, that make you have interesting conversations. You learn a little something. You'll research. You'll have a conversation. Like, I just think it was great, and I loved to see Jack Black play something other than like a silly guy.
He was so funny and so cute in it. And like Jan Levon is legit, like he was so pure. Like all he wanted to do was like make polka music and pay his people decent wages.
Right, and like that's really like the trajectory until he gets to a point where it's like he's not pure anymore, and
No.
that's what is his downfall.
And what's so crazy is that his downfall is the pageant. Like his whole Ponzi scheme unraveled because he had to rig a pageant
because his fucking
for his
wife was so annoying.
And then she leaves him.
Oh my God, she was the worst part of the movie.
He did everything for her.
Oh my God, I can't. I couldn't, like, she was bothering me so much. Like, and obviously she wasn't gonna win. She couldn't do anything. Like, she wasn't, all the other girls were so much more qualified in the pageant.
Right, and like she was out of the pageant game for so long.
Yeah.
And she like was at the dry cleaners and she didn't like being Mrs. Jan Levon. Like that's what made her, that like fueled her. What, because she didn't like being at the Grammys on his arm. Like, are you kidding me? Like,
Bitch, you're at the Grammys. And yeah, no, and like like she would argue to her mom that she has this great husband. But then when society deemed her husband's wife, she was upset, you know?
right. And then she had to
Contradictory.
like get back into the pageant game, which she obviously had to rig because she had no chance of winning and he just wanted her to fulfill her dreams and then she leaves him at the end. Also, he gets shanked in prison.
No, like, honestly, it was such
It's so great. Like that really happened.
The movie was good. Jack Black was excellent. And like I loved him. He did such a good job. Like I just thought it was so interesting to see him play like something the polar opposite of what he's played forever.
A historical figure.
And do it really well.
And what's so crazy is at the end they tell you how much money he stole from like he stole millions of dollars from people
14 million, I think.
And like from people in like over 48 states around the country. Like this thing went national from their little polka town in New Jersey.
And
Pennsylvania.
I just think I think it's a great Toast Movie of the Week because it accomplishes what we set out. But I think Toast Movie of the Week has gotten misconstrued by some people thinking it's like, what's the best musical or
like
rom-com we should
Kissing
watch.
Booth.
Right. No, because we're talking about, you watch that anyway. I want to expand my horizons a little bit. I want to learn something. I watch the same garbage all the time. And it's just useless and I'm just like on my phone and time passes. Like I want to be intrigued and I want to be kept on the edge of my seat. And that was done by the Polka King.
Great. Let's assign our next movie. What's on the list?
Oh, let me pull up my
I want another true story. Like the founder is the definition of...
Did we do that already?
Yes.
Okay, hold on.
Is the definition of what the Toast Movie of the Week should be. Something interesting, a story you would never know otherwise. A true story, ideally.
Okay, I don't have any more on my list. That was it.
You don't?
Yeah, we'll
think about it.
Think about it and come back.
Okay, cool. Definitely a true story. Maybe like a war movie.
Oh, have you ever seen War Dogs?
No.
Jonah Hill, Miles.
Oh yes, of course I have.
It's so good.
Yeah, another true wild story, but I feel like everyone's seen that.
Because it was popular.
And
like,
because Miles Teller's in it.
Yeah,
So like,
Dream Man.
How could you not watch? Oh, there are a couple Miles Teller's movies that are new that I didn't see. Thank You for Your Service.
That one.
Have you seen it?
No.
Let's do it.
Okay.
And you know what else I want to do?
13 Hours.
No, oh my God, that gives me such a pit. Gotti.
Oh,
Because it's on demand now and it's Randall Emmett, so like the Lala Kent of it all.
So should we do that or
and
the
I
Miles
think it's
Teller
a true
one?
story. Let's do the Miles Teller one.
Okay, Thank You for Your Service, Miles Teller. Next week, hopefully.
Hopefully. It's a long week. Oh, by the way, programming update. Tomorrow's episode of The Morning Toast is going to be podcast only because Claudia's hitting the road.
Going to DC, all 3 shows are sold out. Sorry, I can't do anything for you.
Wednesday's episode Wednesday or Thursday, one of them will be with Ben Safra. I don't know if you've heard of him, Boy With No Job. He's Claudia's husband.
He's so weirdly
Father of
our
Theo.
most popular co-host.
He's our most popular co-host.
Everyone demands him. All of his videos have the most views, and I'm like, I don't even understand. He's not that good. No, I'm
but
kidding. He's great.
He makes it easy for me.
But like
it's just
everyone's
funny.
great. Like
Yeah.
what is it about Ben? You know?
I don't know. Maybe just like the familial
And
aspect.
Also, like maybe just having the perspective that's like really he disagrees with me on everything, not because he actually feels that way, but just because he wants to be contrarian.
Right, and also like you and I pretty much agree on everything. So if there's someone like watching at home feeling like a ghost shouting at us that we're wrong, like Ben sort of like takes the other side most of the time.
Yeah.
That meme is so funny. The ghost meme.
Yeah, I know.
The ghost of Debris past.
Okay, so I pulled up some Dear Toasters.
And then the other Wednesday, Thursday will be someone else, so stay tuned. Dear Toasters!
So we haven't done Dear Toasters in a while. As you guys know, or if you're new to the show, Dear Toasters is our advice segment where we talk about, any of your problems. You email deartoasters@gmail.com. It's all anonymous if you have any questions. We do a lot of like wedding, relationship, family stuff, but we've been changing it up because that was getting a little stale. And last week we had some great ones, and this week we have some great ones too. I really pulled like the weird ones out. This one is, and I didn't read them thoroughly through because I was in a rush this morning, so we'll see.
My water matches my boots.
This is from Aunt Vicky.
Aunt Sneeches!
Hello to my fearless leaders. Thank you, Vicky. Her name isn't actually Vicky.
Oh, it's not?
No, but
Is
she
it
titled
Aunt?
it Aunt Vicky because it's about being an aunt.
Oh my God. Oh, I have the most expertise here.
I am an Aunt Vicky to a lovely 3-year-old girl who was blessed with 2 mommies. My sister is a lesbian. We were watching a cartoon together the other day and she began to cry because the little girl in the cartoon had a mom and a dad, which is obviously common when watching all these shows. She has 2 very loving mothers, but obviously she is aware that she is different than the majority of families, no matter how many episodes of Modern Family she watches. Her moms were not around when this happened, and I really didn't know how to handle it. So my questions are, do I tell my sister that it happened? I don't want her to be upset. 2, how do you think I should handle it if it happens again? Thank you. Love you long time.
Wow, that's tough.
You don't ever, we didn't grow up in a family that had 2 moms. Like, you don't ever think about, like, how kids react to just, like, television.
Yeah.
Which is supposed to be, like, a reflection of their own life. Like, in Room, like, everything he knew about the world was from television.
Right.
And, like, really does, like, set the
Room was
mindset.
Supposed to be our next movie.
Did we not do it?
No, and I haven't seen it yet.
You haven't?
No, so I'm gonna have to watch it and I'm gonna have a pit in my stomach.
Okay, let's do that first.
Okay, but I have to.
And let me write down the other
I can't
ones.
watch it until Zach gets back from his business trip.
Okay, what was the other one? Thank you for your service, and what was the one we were gonna do after that?
13
Gotti.
hours. Gotti.
And 13 hours is good too.
Oh my God.
Okay, so officially, we're gonna do Room because I've been meaning to talk about it since I watched it on the plane.
And because Jacob Tremblay. But then
Honestly,
after we do Room, I'm gonna make you watch Wonder.
No. Then we can't watch Room. I really can't watch Wonder. Like, I would die of a broken heart.
We have to do Room. I would die of a broken
No,
heart.
I really would. I can't.
Okay, back to Aunt Vicky. I thought I would have so much expertise on this because I am an Aunt Sneeches, number 1. But I would say my advice would be definitely tell your sister because she should know, and it shouldn't come out, like, that's a very natural way for it to come out in the daughter. And so now she knows, and, like, so the next time something happens, like, she's more prepared. As opposed to letting it fester and, like, if no one addresses it, maybe she'll feel like the child like feel like people are hiding something from her. So I would just tell your sister and let her deal with it in the way that she sees fit.
Yeah, like, it's your duty as aunt just to deliver the information, but since you're not a mom, you're not burdened with this problem.
Right. I'm sure they assume that this might happen one day, so maybe they are more equipped than you know.
Yeah.
Like,
just hand it over.
Yeah, if something happened at my home with Theo, like, I would just tell you.
Would you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless it was my fault.
Yeah, right, no. But this wasn't Zoe's
No.
fault. No. So.
Next year, Toasters?
No. I had something else to say.
About the movies?
You know what's so interesting is, like, I watch Modern Family as, like, just a patron of the arts, but it really does, like, it is the only show on TV that, like, represents the Modern Family.
Yeah.
And I guess I
But
never
now
realized
there are
that.
more now, like, and also some shows have, like, aspects of a Modern Family, like on Glee, Leah Michelle had 2 dads, but, like, this is a show
that was almost like a joke. And, like, they never showed the dads, except once, and it was played by Jeffrey, that guy who has a statue of himself. Did you see that?
No.
Jeffrey, something, he's like old Goldblum?
Oh, Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Played her dad, one of them.
Oh, he's funny. No, but I agree. Modern Family, like, there's so many different representations of families. Like, so many, like, divorced parents who, like, now have a younger wife, and like, the wife is older than them.
Yeah.
Catherine McPhee, Aaron Foster, David Foster.
Right, and, like, I guess, I've only watched it as an adult, but, like, kids who watch it, like, feel represented by it. That's great.
Yeah.
I guess that's why they call it Modern Family.
I think that's been, like, ABC's, like...
Mission.
Like, so they have the Goldbergs, which is, like, supposed to represent a Jewish family, even though, like, some of the characters are...
way off.
Like, I love Wendy, but, like...
She's not Jewish.
She's not a Jewish mom.
No, Jewish moms are not like that. Like, she comes
Also,
off...
like, why didn't they cast Jews? That's weird.
Jeff Garlin is Jewish.
Is he?
He's also from Curb.
I love him.
He's my favorite actor.
But why didn't they cast all Jews?
And I think Barry is Jewish.
Yeah, I met him once.
Did you?
At a party. We were at a party.
What?
And I was like...
No, but AJ Michelle...
It was a cool party in Brooklyn, and no one there knew who he was.
Oh, I remember. It was on a roof, right?
No, it was in a backyard.
Very
Brooklyn.
Outside.
And I didn't know, I had no business being there and being a Goldberg fan, you know?
Right. No, but you're right. They didn't cast anyone Jewish.
Right, and, like, the daughter is definitely not Jewish.
No, and she's from X Factor. Did you know that?
The singing show?
Yeah.
The daughter.
She was, like, didn't make it. She got placed in a group, And like they had like literally made it like one more round, and then she was like Instagrammy, and then she's on the Goldbergs.
Good for her.
No, she's better off.
Yeah. Also, like, then they had Fresh Off the Boat, which I used to watch all the time, but I really couldn't keep up with the week to week.
And it was very controversial, Fresh Off the Boat.
Was it?
Yeah, did you not hear? Well, the title Fresh Off the Boat is like a condescending phrase towards immigrants, so people were already not happy with it.
But it was based on Eddie Huang's life, and isn't that the name of the book?
The book, yes. And it's supposed to be like this irreverent like show.
It's so funny.
Yeah, no, people were not happy with it.
Oh, gosh.
It's not on anymore?
No, I think it is. I just couldn't, like, keep up week to week. I'm not going to, like, record it.
And then they also had a show of, like, white Irish...
They did?
Catholics. Yeah, it was not popular.
Oh, I think I remember. And then also Blackish.
Yeah, so, like, they're doing a good job.
And then Blackish has a spin-off on Freeform now.
Grownish. With Francia Reisa.
That's really cute.
Who gave Selena Gomez her kidney and only forced Selena Gomez to continue to do drugs and abuse the kidney. I wonder if they still talk.
I thought that they don't.
I want to check if Selena Gomez still follows her on Instagram. If I was Francia Reisa, I would be like so angry.
Even if they're not friends, she still follows her because like Selena will never do anything to like show people
like the true her,
who she really is.
I like she only follows 40. Oh, she does follow Francia. Okay, I mean,
and Francia is going to be in Life Size too.
Also, I heard some interesting tea on Selena Gomez because like the thing with the blinds is like. What they say about Selena in the Blinds is that like she is just like can't stop doing drugs. She's like a functioning drug addict and like literally she is Weekend at Bernie's. Her team props her up when she needs to and then she's like in her den doing crack. But like the Blinds are so outrageous sometimes. Like really like I feel like sometimes I can't believe it. So with the Selena thing, it's like I see the lens of like her being a crackhead, but then I also see like maybe she's just not, you know? Mm-hmm. But then I got some
I never thought that, but okay.
You know, no, I was like maybe she's not, you know, and I'm out here like slaying her name.
Slaying.
But I got some good tea last week that confirms that it's someone who knows like a lot of local law enforcement where Selena lives, and they say like they're called to her house all the time, and she doesn't go to the hospital. Like they'll just show you Narcan, but it's like if someone overdoses, even if they survive, they go to the hospital. But like no, she'll like just wake up and like stop, like live.
That's so crazy.
I know.
Are we ready for our next tier toasters?
Yeah. This one is called, they get weirder and weirder, so I'm sorry to everyone. This one's called Boyfriend Masturbates in His Sleep.
Okay.
And this one was particularly interesting to me.
Right.
Dear Claudia and Jackie, you guys said you wanted more diverse questions and less bachelor wedding girl questions, so here it is. Please keep my name anonymous. I have a lot of friends who are toasters, and I would rather just stay anonymous.
I understand.
Understood. My boyfriend and I have been dating almost a year, and we spend the night with each other almost.
Yeah.
Okay, they sleep a lot.
Yeah.
One night I woke up to what I thought was him twitching or scratching an itch. When I opened my eyes, I could see he was jerking off and masturbating in his sleep. His head was in his pants and he was going at it. He was still completely asleep. I didn't know what to do, so I just laid there and observed for a minute before finally gently kinking him. This seemed to partially wake him up, and he stopped and fell back asleep. This happened about 3 times now, and each time he's completely asleep, almost like he is sleepwalking, but like touching himself. It's kind of freaky when I wake up in the middle of the night to do it. What do I do? Do I mention it to him in a loving way, explain to him what I observed, or just let him go and never mention it? I love him unconditionally, and this would never deter me away from him, but I'm worried he might be embarrassed if I bring it up, and I don't want to make it a big deal. Please let me know your thoughts. P.S. When will you be accepting new members into the Facebook group? I've been a Morning Toast / Breath listener for over a year.
You know what's so funny? I was about to make an announcement about the Facebook group. I've been like doing membership all weekend, and the questions are in a good place where like they're opinion based, and I'm judging your answers. So request now, and if you need to re-request, like even if you requested 2 weeks ago, request again with new answers, and I'll be doing it all day today. So today's your chance. And if you don't get in, it's because your answers are bad.
So I chose this one because it hit home.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if I mentioned this on the...
You have not.
I have not. And Ben is going to kill me, but thank God he doesn't watch the show. But Ben is a sleep sexer. So it's like, literally, it started maybe 2 years ago, whereas like I would like feel something in my sleep and Ben would like literally be trying to like kiss me. And I would like shake him and wake him up and be like, what are you doing? And he would just go back to sleep. And then in the morning I'd be like, oh my God, like what did you do last night? And he was like, what do you mean? And he thought I was lying 100 times. It would drive me mad. Like I would wake up in the middle of the night and Ben would be like, trying to like hug and kiss me. And I would like shake him and he would go back to sleep. So then-
You need to put the Theo cam in there.
Wait, then when he started to like did not like say that I was lying, it started to bother me. So he did it and I would like shake him, wake him up so hard, make him stay up for like 10 minutes till he was fully awake, and then he'd be like, you did it. Then he started to believe me. It's gotten to the point now where I can almost anticipate Ben in my sleep. Sometimes on the weekends, I wake up with my bra unhooked, which is the most annoying, uncomfortable feeling.
People are gonna be like, why are you sleeping with a bra?
Oh God, because I want to, leave me alone.
That's really an annoying,
Jackie,
uncomfortable feeling.
it's gotten into the point where if Ben is in his sleep, I can anticipate, in my sleep, I anticipate him getting up and coming over to me, and I'll literally, in my sleep, shoot up and push him off. And I told him about it. I don't know what we can do. There's nothing we can do.
That is so interesting. Well, to this girl, I would definitely tell him. I don't think you'll embarrass him. Like, men are not embarrassed about that. Like, yeah, I'm jerking off.
But I don't think it's weird. I think it does happen to a lot of people in different forms. Like,
yeah. But if it's like a pattern, you should definitely tell him. I don't know what you can do to make it better.
Also, he has to know, like, there would be stuff everywhere.
Right. But maybe he's just like, I don't know if he's doing it to completion.
Right. I don't know.
Maybe he's just horned up. Like, are you guys, like, getting it on
before
bed?
Okay, so I thought that maybe it was, like, only on nights when me and Ben did get it on before bed, but it happens all the time.
Oh.
It's not exclusive to nights where nothing happens.
Got it. That would really bother me, just like, I hate being woken up.
Jackie, it bothers me so much, and it's like something I just live with now for years.
So for this girl, it's like, can he do it without you being woken up? You should definitely tell him. It's an interesting fact you should know. It's like, if you were snoring, I would want to know.
Right, but you can't ignore it.
You can, but then you just, like, know something about him. I would want to know if I did something, like, really
No,
crazy.
you should tell him, but, like, if he can't stop doing it, it's fine. It doesn't bother you.
Right.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep!
I agree.
That was a funny one.
And it's totally not a deal breaker. I agree.
This is a very long one, and it's our last one because it's very long. WTF is going on in my office basement. I'm a lawyer. I'm a liar. I'm a lawyer in a small firm. We have a creepy male partner who has had several sexual harassment claims against him from former employees that were settled out of court. We'll call him Bob. There's something off about Bob that everyone just believes is off. It's hard to explain, but everyone agrees that he's like no emotions, he's weird, rude, unprofessional, inability to socialize, and is creepy AF. He's also the boss's brother. A few weeks ago, my paralegal saw Bob loading 8 cases of water, all different brands, into an office dolly. It's important to note that we have office managers who stock our conference rooms with refrigerated drinks, so he certainly wasn't doing that. My paralegal and I laughed about it and how odd Bob is, and we left it at that. No big deal at this point. Let me explain our building. It has 5 floors and a basement that is unfinished. The 4th and 5th floors are a law firm. The 2nd and 3rd floors are an insurance company. The main floor has a few restaurants on it. The basement is shared by all the floors and is divided into storage rooms. Our firm has its own storage down there, and it's locked 24/7. There are a few keys at the receptionist desk that anyone can grab. No one goes down there very often. It's huge, contains old boxes and furniture with paper files on them. A week after my paralegal saw Bob carrying this water, I sent her to the basement to retrieve an old file that I needed to work on, presumably the Mackenzie file. She came back with it and looked concerned. She said tucked away behind a bunch of boxes were all the cases of water that Bob brought in. She said it was clearly placed in that spot in an attempt to hide it. So again, we were thinking what a fucking weirdo Bob is. I mean, is he just thirsty? Why is he hiding water? Is he making a zombie apocalypse shelter? Why is he hiding water as if like it's an emergency situation? We thought it was odd, but again, not a huge deal. I made a mental note of it and I confided in another lawyer at the firm. We decided to keep checking on the basement every few days to see if anything else is odd. We checked a few days later. We searched for 10 minutes before we found his stash. It was tucked away behind a stack of boxes, and this time it was covered up with a blanket.
Water stash?
Yeah.
Okay.
We pulled... I'm sorry, we pulled the blanket off to take a look. This time, the cases of water had doubled. There were 16 cases stacked in 2 columns. On top of the water bottles was a Coleman air mattress deflated inside a carrying bag. On top of that was a cardboard box. Inside the box were 2 new gallon of 5-gallon buckets, instead nested in each other with lids, and also 2 tubes of sealant. What is that? C-S-E-A-L-A-N-T. Salient?
Wait, hold on, let me Google it. What'd you say?
S-E-A-L-A-N-T.
Sealant. Coating. It's like something for the home, like you coat. You get it at Home
like in
Depot.
between your tiles?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like
glass protective enamel.
Okay, whatever.
I think.
That's weird. What the fuck is he doing? We searched the entire area looking for canned goods, non-perishable food, but we found nothing. We are very concerned but can't figure out what he's planning. Here are my and my coworkers' first thoughts. The bucket started pooping. I knew what the other one is to be in. The sealant is to seal the lid and really stop it from smelling of the bucket. We have no idea, really. Or these options have also crossed our mind. He's housing mewing sex trafficking victims down there temporarily from like midnight to 5 a.m. until they are picked up by the next morning by a transporter. Number 2, he's getting ready to do something bad and then flee, go off the grid, and he wants to keep his stash ready to go. But then again, I don't think that's much water that's much water that could fit in his car. Like,
right, and also just water. Like, why aren't you talking about
food.
canned goods?
That's what they were looking for. 3, he's going to take all of his employees hostage down there. 4, it's a bunker for all things apocalyptical, yet there's no food, flashlights, batteries, etc. We just don't know. Here are things if for sure is not. He has money, so it's not a place to go when he's taking his mistresses. They could go to a hotel room or something else that actually has furniture.
Okay, good to know.
He's not staying down there. If his wife ever kicked him out of the house for any reason, he'd stay in the furnished office upstairs where there's a TV, couch, and plumbing. We are so concerned that we had our police officer friend secretly come take a look. He agreed it's very weird and said to keep checking the basement once a week and if additional items are added to let him know. So we are waiting. I need your opinions, Claudia and Jackie, and all the toasters and maybe even the TIA to give me a rational explanation. I'm logical normally, but this has got me stumped. Thank you.
Okay,
this is so weird.
That's hilarious, first of all. Second of all,
this is what we were talking about when we meant diversifying our dear toasters.
Your office sounds so fun. Your coworkers are like down there in the basement with you, and like,
do you guys get any work done?
Right. Like, aren't you like paid by the hour? Like,
billed by the hour. Yeah.
Where do you guys say you are during this time?
No, it's definitely odd, and like I know what you mean when like honestly when you have like a gut reaction to something and then you like brush it off, like you're always right.
And, like, if this guy, Bob, wasn't creepy to begin with, then this story wouldn't be weird. You never know. Like, also, I used to work in a corporate office, and yes, there are, like, snacks and drinks and food, but, like, some people would squirrel them away for themselves because sometimes it runs out.
Yeah.
And, like, you don't want to not have a water bottle and there's no more water.
Oh, but he has money.
No, but it's not even, it's the convenience. It's, like, people would just, like, grab 10 hummuses from the kitchen.
Right, but, like, 6 cases of water?
Right, no, it's weird.
That's, like, 200 bottles.
It's weird.
And buckets.
It's weird. Like, what if you guys moved all of it? Like, moved it away and, like, see what he did?
But then she's getting herself involved in making herself a target. Right now, she's, like, just...
No, a target for what? There's nothing criminal going on.
He's crazy.
Here. No, but, like, but he'll never know it's you. If you guys are spending so much time down there already, just, like, move shit around and, like, see what happens.
No, but then maybe he'll get spooked and move it to, like, another location, whereas if he's doing something bad, they know about it and, like, they could help.
Maybe. But like,
I can't tell if this is like a dangerous thing or just like
water?
A weird thing.
I don't think it's a dangerous thing because it's
water is like survival. So it's like, what are you going to be down there for that you need so much water to survive?
I mean, maybe he's like a conspiracy theorist,
right?
Like apocalyptic, the world is ending.
But like, wouldn't you bring food?
Right. Maybe he didn't think that far.
No, maybe he's still getting his supplies together.
I don't know, man.
I would like updates on this. I'm not going to say your name, but like if you're watching, which hopefully you are, please keep us updated. I would love to know.
And what did your police friend say?
He said that it's definitely odd, nothing illegal like he could do about it, but just to keep an eye on it, keep checking every week.
Huh.
What if, honestly, that makes work so fun.
Also, like, someone should leave a note for the brother. The brother sounds like he's the one in charge. Oh, yeah. And, like, he should know. Like,
maybe
he's like a scavenger hunt.
You know what? This is a case for...
the TIA.
The Special Victims Unit.
These are their stories.
Who do you think is more dangerous? Not dangerous. Sleuthy.
Effective.
The SVU or the TIA?
Honestly, the TIA is like really pretty fucking effective, and the SVU, it's like every episode, it's like there's a thread left behind that makes sense as to how, like I can watch the episode and tell you exactly who the killer is.
And with SVU,
and it's like these days, like in actual SVU and like police cases, like they so many times go unsolved.
Yeah.
And
never an SVU at the show.
Right.
Also, something that SVU doesn't do a good job on is like being in tune with what's necessary. Like the TIA can solve things in 5 to 10 seconds because of like digital and like they know about all these apps and these websites and these programs. Like SVU is still working off paper files, you know?
Right.
They haven't gone digital yet.
I haven't watched SVU in a really long time, I guess ever since I stopped living with my sisters.
It's still an amazing show, but like Mariska Hargitay being the only OG on the squad.
Do you see she's leaving?
No.
She's leaving SVU.
No, she's not.
Yes, she is. I saw it
on E! News.
Yeah.
It was a misleading caption. They said when she leaves, she's going to do it in this way.
What's the way?
I didn't read it. I don't read their fucking clickbait.
Oh my God, that's so misleading.
Thank you.
I can't believe I fell for it. I'm usually pretty good about that stuff.
I think. I mean, I wouldn't know. I would have gotten a People magazine breaking news alert on my phone.
I think you would have, because you should have all those.
Look, let me read it to you. You tell me what you think. It was extremely misleading.
No, I know. I fell for it.
Yeah, but like, did you read the caption?
Yes.
Okay, E! Online. So they put up a picture of, what's their Instagram? E! News. They always change over E! Online.
Is Ice-T on it anymore?
Do
you watch new episodes or just reruns?
I watch reruns, and then on Netflix, I'll catch up on some of the new ones. Wait, where? They post so many times a day. Oh my God. Where is Mariska?
Also, they should put a Theo cam in there, by the way. Put a Theo cam in the basement.
Here.
Right? Put a Theo cam in the basement.
Oh my God, yes.
Amber Daniel suggested put a camera there. Yeah, use
my camera is $30. Ye home. Why I? Okay, this is what E! News, they put a picture of Mariska Hargitay in character. In Law & Order SVU, dedicated detective Olivia Benson has to leave eventually, and Mariska Hargitay knows exactly how she wants it to happen. That's not saying that it's happening now, is it? Clickbait.
No, technically no, but...
I wonder if the comments are calling them out for being clickbait.
I don't know.
No, don't leave. Why did you have to leave? Is she leaving? Now people think that she's leaving. Let me check Google, just like Mariska Hargitay. She's not leaving.
No, rereading the caption, she's not leaving. They want you to think she's leaving, so you'll click on their story. I hate that. But I guess, like, also, how does she want to leave?
I didn't read it.
I want to know. Death?
No.
How did Stabler leave?
Very poorly.
How?
So his character had went through some things, and it was too much.
Yeah. But I feel like that's actually realistic.
Yes, for sure. But like for TV, like I needed more. And we never got a lot of answers because I think in real life he left the show kind of suddenly. And then in the next season, it like left Olivia Benson like broken. Like it was so sad.
She's been through so much.
In the show, she's been through so much. Like she's been kidnapped so many times. And that guy who played Porn Stash in the first season of Orange is the New Black, when he kidnapped her and like went on a bender, forcing her to drink vodka. Oh my God, that made me want to like die.
I'm glad I missed those episodes.
And then she had to do the trial with him.
It's like I miss the simpler times when it's just episode per episode, like each story. Now it's like they go into each. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No. It used to be that you could watch a random episode of SVU and not have seen the one before or after, and you're fine. Now there's much more of like a personal storyline, so you really do need to watch like Blue Bloods. Blue Bloods is back. Oh my God, what day is it?
Monday.
Was Blue Bloods on?
Last night.
No, I don't know.
What network is it on?
CBS. So I think 28th. Is that a Sunday? No.
Oh, that's next week.
I don't know.
What's today?
I got a PR package from Blue Bloods.
I saw.
I guess they heard my cries.
You left it at my apartment.
Did you bring it back?
I brought it here. You were going to wear it on the show on Friday. Then you did.
I probably brought it back to my house.
Yeah, because I don't see it.
Yeah, I got a teddy bear, a mug, a thermos, a script, a real script from last season. And I'm working on getting myself to set.
You have to get a small role.
Well, that's big picture. The small picture is that Donnie Wahlberg follows me on Instagram, as does Vanessa, who plays Janko. I should be invited.
To the set, for sure.
Yeah,
also,
just to
it's
watch.
like down the street. Don't they film in New York?
They do, which is just so great, because like nobody films in New York anymore because it's expensive, but CBS can afford it.
Right. Also, younger films in New York. And Billions, which I just finally finished catching up on. It's so good, and I really enjoy it, and it's so smart. And now, like, all this business news that we're doing, like, it really, like, I look at it from
a financial perspective.
From a financial perspective, and, like, we reported some news on Friday, and it was like, wow, I should really short this stock. Like, crazy things are happening. And I just, like, really like Billions. It's weird. Usually when I'm watching a show, I talk about it on my Instagram a lot, like my visceral reactions, and I fucking hate Chuck Rhodes, so I'm surprised I didn't like really bring it up. But now that I'm done with the third season, I feel a little differently about everyone, and
drama.
I look forward to season 4.
Drama.
But they film in New York too, and it's very like New York. Like they went to Salt Bay's restaurant.
Ooh, me and TBG went there. It was amazing and so expensive.
Really?
Yeah.
What'd you eat?
I had salmon. He had steak, and we had so many cocktails.
Yum.
And we sat at the bar. I've been like liking sitting at the bar.
Really?
Only if they have comfortable chairs.
Back, yeah.
No, yeah, only if they have chairs with backs. They did it at
Nusret?
Nusret.
Cool.
So reminder that our twist movie of the week is
Room.
I don't know where it is, but you'll be able to find it because Brie Larson is everywhere. Also, I'm gone tomorrow, but we're doing a podcast episode tonight, so you'll have fresh content for the morning, don't you worry. Wednesday and Thursday will be covered with a co-host. Ben will be one, and then if you have suggestions, Jackie's working.
If you see people who are in New York, that's the only way this works, you guys. They have to be in New York, and you have to see that they're there now, and then just let me know.
Jackie is working on Heather McMahon.
Yeah, but
that would be ideal.
I don't know if she's in New York. She's letting me know.
So I'm going to be in DC. I'm doing a couple shows that are sold out. So if you haven't gotten a ticket, I'm really sorry. Then next week, I have 2 treacherous weeks ahead of me. Not this week. This week is good. Next 2 weeks, oh my God, I got Albany and Buffalo. So I'm hitting, what do they call that? Upstate?
Upstate New York.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's it?
My digs.
There's not a better name?
Well, Albany is the state's capital.
Yeah, very prestigious.
Buffalo is the Bills.
Right. So if you want to come see those, girlwithnojob.com tickets. And then I'm going to Atlanta. Atlanta's almost sold out, and people are yelling at me because VIP sold out. But I'm sorry, ladies, there's something I could do.
How is that your fault?
No, totally. Not yelling. I just mean like, release more VIP tickets. I'm like, I don't work at the venue, and like they don't listen to me.
Right.
If I ask for something,
it's so funny. Imagine like Amy Schumer's concert sold out, and you were messaging her directly.
Right. No, but it's like I like that. I feel like people like.
It's cool. It's a cool element.
Yeah,
but it's funny.
So Buffalo, Albany, Atlanta's almost sold out. Buffalo's almost sold out. Huntsville, Alabama is sold out, I think.
Oh my God, I'm so excited for you.
Cleveland.
Cleveland. Also, next week, on one of the days that you're here, Astrid and Kevin are joining us.
Yes.
And I'm so fucking excited, except I got called for jury duty for the day that
Oh my
they're
God,
here.
there was so much drama with this. There literally was one morning Astrid and Kevin could be here, and I was on my way to Buffalo. So I moved my flight. I had to pay $200 to fucking Delta.
They're worth it.
Moved my flight to the 2 o'clock just to make it to Buffalo in time for my show and to do Kevin and Astrid. Then, literally last week, Jackie gets summoned for jury duty on the day that I just paid $200 to move my flight.
Right, so I emailed jurors.com asking if I could postpone it, and they haven't gotten back to me yet. And what do I do if they don't get back to me? I guess I could just miss it and then say, I emailed you guys, I gave you the date I was gonna postpone. They wouldn't let me do it on the computer. I tried everything, look through my files, jury. I'm actually ready to serve on the jury. Like, not a real case, but I'm ready to go to jury duty. Like, I realized the importance of it ever since watching Billions and, you know, the O.J. Simpson trial. And I think I could be a pretty good juror, except I have a really busy schedule.
Did you ever see that episode of Curb where Larry gets out of jury duty?
No.
Oh my God, it was like so fucked up. I sometimes like, it's funny, but like I
No,
can't
it's
believe
annoying.
I can't believe what I'm watching.
Yeah.
Like he's very into like stereotypes and like making fun of like people's like gender, race, religion. And so he was on trial for jury duty and the person who was being accused of something was black and he was like, I don't think I could be a fair and balanced juror because, you know, he's black. And he got off, obviously, because they're not going to let someone be on the jury. And it's, like, funny, but, like, sometimes he, like, takes it so far. And I'm like, that show could never exist today.
Well, it came back today.
Oh, that's true.
But also, no, sometimes he'll, like, go to such extremes just to not do something. And it's, like, annoying. It's like, okay, you could have just picked up flowers and dropped them at the funeral instead of stealing flowers from the gravesite and bringing them to someone else and then getting caught.
I feel like, though, back to the point about, like, the like, stereotype-type jokes, it's, like, it's almost an even playing field because he makes just as much fun of, like, Asian people as he does Jewish people. Like,
right.
He
makes the most fun of Jewish people.
Yeah, so it's like, I guess it evens out. I don't know. I don't know why that show is, like, acceptable and, like, so many other things aren't. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I mean...
But is it because he makes fun, like, no one is...
Left on...
Like no one gets away. Yeah. Like, wherever you are. I don't know. I just think it's so interesting.
I think it's just because it's him and people just have such respect for him.
Reverence, yeah. Okay. It's funny, but, like, sometimes I'm like...
Shocking.
Yeah. It's truly shocking.
Well, an hour and 20 minutes later, we are so glad to have served you.
So if you want to come to any of those shows, head to girlwithnojob.com. Tickets are almost sold out, and everyone waits till the last minute to buy tickets. And then when I come and it's sold out, they're like, why didn't you tell? I'm like, I did 100 times. I'm out here on the streets, like, sleuthing for tickets. Please.
It's true.
And it's like, I know the Atlanta one's going to sell out, and... because it's like already, it's one of my biggest venues and it's over halfway sold and like it's still like a couple weeks out.
Are you going to send a personalized invitation to Brielle?
Oh my God, I should.
You really should. Like something that'll catch her eye, like a forever, like from Venus to Floor.
Yes.
And then like with a note.
So I know when I get there and I'm going to be a Jewish show, people are like, I had no idea you were doing a show. I'm like, really? I put on my Instagram story literally once a day and I talk about it on the shows all the time. Jerry O'Connell was out here promoting shows for me.
Oh my God, I love him.
Like I stop at nothing to promote my shows.
We haven't even recapped Jerry O'Connell.
He was great.
Tonight, his show premieres tonight.
Play by play, 10 p.m. on Bravo. I'm going to watch it.
Yeah, me too. And I'm going to watch OC. I'm caught up. It's like, you guys, they're really struggling. Gina announced her divorce.
Jackie, maybe we should record the podcast episode after we watch Play by Play.
Okay. Do you want to come watch at my apartment?
Late.
I know, but like
And
I don't have to wake up
flight.
for the show tomorrow. Oh, but you have to wake up. Okay, so
Maybe I'll see if I can get a screener.
Okay, that you probably can.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have the hookup.
Okay, so thanks guys for watching The Morning Toast, Monday through Friday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. We go live on YouTube and Facebook. Soon we're just gonna do YouTube because Facebook is so shitty, but we'll give you time to migrate, make a YouTube account. So if you wanna watch live, you should like us on Facebook. You should follow us on YouTube, subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up if you're feeling, frisky.
Follow us on Instagram for premium content always. You
At
can
The Morning
also follow
Toast.
our personal accounts where my personally has been extra premium at Jackie
It
O
really
Problems.
has. Also, we're on Twitter, The Morning Toast, and now the podcast is available truly everywhere, so you have no excuse. We got SoundCloud where we've always been and iTunes where we've always been, but now we're also on Spotify, which has really changed the game for so many people. We're on
You can
Stitcher.
listen on your Alexa.
Yeah.
Alexa, play the Morning Toast podcast.
Wait, can you not play a podcast on iTunes from Alexa?
No, because Alexa's Amazon and iTunes, Apple Music isn't on Amazon, but Spotify isn't on Alexa, but Spotify is.
You probably can't say to Alexa, you probably have to put it on your phone Bluetooth and then just click it.
I don't know.
That's crazy. Stitcher, Castbox, Public Radio, we're everywhere. So just like no excuse not to be a toaster. And today's toaster movie of the week was assigned. It is Room. And I can't speak anymore.
With the one and only Jacob Tremblay. I love you, Jacob.
Bye,
and
guys.
Mason, thanks for making great merch.